on and on. But Kay Yow, known after 700 victories for her battle against cancer with strength, with courage, and with hope. And Victor, there's a connection in this building tonight with the Kay Yow Fund and supporters for LSU.
LSU Associate Head Coach Bob Starkey has been a longtime member and a board member of the Kay Yow Foundation. Of course, his wife, Sherry, is a cancer survivor. And for the last few years when this game has been played, Coach Starkey has made it public and he puts it on social media. He and his wife, Sherry, will pay $1 for every student in attendance. In the student section to our right, the lower bowl is already full. They're going into the upper deck. Well, since her career at LSU started, Flau'jae Johnson has seen what Coach Starkey has done. So she went to social media as well. Basically told the students it's time to show up because Flau'jae Johnson will personally match dollar for dollar every dollar that Bob and Sherry Starkey donate to the Kay Yow Foundation. It speaks
okay,
so
guys, I hope it's better
Johnson,
now.
But
Thanks
to
for
Bob
letting
Starkey
me
and his
know.
wife Sherry for what he's been
And
such an
I just
outstanding
updated,
member
so
of
we
the board
should be
for everything
good for the
Kay
rest
Yow
of the
Fund
game.
and Foundation does.
Well done, ladies and gentlemen. LSU trying to come back from an early deficit, and there's a sweet jumper by Bella Hines. She got in the slot and knocked it down from 12 feet.
LSU before that shot shooting just under 42%. Arkansas shooting 67% early in the first 5 minutes of the quarter. 6 now from behind the three-point line for Arkansas. LSU's 0 for 3 from deep ball.
This is Koval, and she may have been fouled from behind. It appeared that Clarkson was on her back illegally.
Last three-pointer by Arkansas. Look at the pass down the lane, and look at how there are two LSU Lady Tigers looking at it, but neither one got out there to put a hand on her face, and that's why LSU just made another substitution, Megan Yarnovich coming in. At some point, the Lady Tigers are going to have to get out and put a hand there and contest those shots.
Koval slings it up with the left hand and misses. Fulwiley returns, can't get it, comes down with it herself, backs up, fires a three. It's short, and a foul called, a whistle, as the ball came down in the hands of Koval, I think, underneath the goal.
Not a very good possession for LSU on that time, missing the money, coming out, shooting a three-pointer, an air ball, but they are going to get a bonus possession with Arkansas getting the foul called.
Koval scores off the inbounds pass behind the double screen and is fouled in the process. By the way, that former foul was committed by Clarkson. That's her second.
Here's the advantage of having 6'5" in the lineup. Just throw it up top. It's not a difficult pass, but Fulwiley just puts it up for Koval to go get it. She comes down and right back up with it. And with that free throw, makes the three-point play. Maybe that'll get LSU
to a three-point lead. This is Ware coming off the bench for Arkansas. Harmony Ware, a freshman from Cleveland, Tennessee. That ball bounces and bounces and bounces and goes. That's a couple of free games on a pinball machine.
That time LSU just late trying to block her off the baseline. They let her drive after threatening a three-pointer.
Johnson's pivot foot almost left the floor, but she held on. Fulwiley kicks it out. Three ball left side. Too strong. That one missed by Hines, and here comes Arkansas.
LSU's not a team that usually relies on the three-pointer. Right now, shooting too many for an offense that's struggling. Lady Tigers have to try to penetrate against this Arkansas defense.
Yarnovich, who just came into the game, slaps that one out of the hands of the
shooter. Man. Yeah, man.
The play was that for Yarnovich as she's tripped. She's going to the ground, and as she's falling, she slaps it. Watch. She gets caught here off the contact, but still able to slap it as she's going down and force an inbounds play for Arkansas.
And that's a play that sometimes will bring a whistle for a foul because of the reaction, but the officials did a good job of seeing the play and calling what they saw. Johnson shoots the three way too long. The rebound hits the floor, and a traveling violation is called against Danica Gallia. Gallia, a 6'3" sophomore from Malta. It's only the second turnover for Arkansas. LSU has none. And Victor, turnovers you were talking about before the game as something that could be a critical part of this outcome.
Well, it's because of what LSU forces versus what Arkansas does per game. And so far through the ball game, they've held it down pretty much in check. But we'll see if it holds up this way, because LSU's defense has been so good, forcing turnovers throughout the season. Arkansas is 15th in the SEC with over 17 a game, but LSU forces just over 23. That's second best in the conference.
Hines rips off the rebound and lopes into front court. Almost lost it on the dribble. This is Johnson. She can't shoot from the corner. Full Wiley.
I love seeing her out on
Great
that
quick touch pass by Hines to see Zakiya Johnson standing in the corner all alone. Arkansas never adjusted. That's going to be a blocking foul. Kim Mulkey won't like it. She's trying to argue her case for her teammate, or for her player rather, but Hines just never got settled on defense. Check out the pass. It's going to go to the left side for LSU. And watch the quick touch pass right here as the defender's closing out. Look, there's not a pink jersey within 15 feet of Zakiya Johnson to hit that three-pointer.
She was a four-time high school state champion in Kentucky, four-time player of the year, and a four-time Gatorade player of the year. How do you do much more?
By the way, that three-pointer for Zakiya Johnson was her first three-point attempt and her first three-point make of the season.
Time to quit.
Quit while you're ahead. It's a good stat line, 100%.
We need to have Z hitting more threes.
Jones, who is an
I can't
excellent
believe
free
that's
throw
her only
shooter,
attempt
strokes the
this
first
year.
one.
I can show
83%
y'all
on the year.
multiple
This
videos
is
of
not
Z hitting
100% of the
threes.
free throw line. 45% from the floor, 83% from the line.
Deese. Over to Ware. That shot rolls over, but it's not going to count.
Yeah,
Ware tried to hit the brakes and spin
Nice
back
way to
against
take a
LSU for that
charge.
jump shot. And when she did, she'll lean in. Watch, she hits the brakes here. She's hoping Hines goes by, but then when she spins around, look how she leans in. And she leads with that shoulder. Clearly an offensive foul because of the way she leaned into it.
LSU starting to get the ball down into Koval's hands. She powers it in from the left side. 22-20 Arkansas. Trying to stretch a slim lead right now. Deese shoots a pass into the hands of Arkansas. Gallia can't score after the block. Tigers with Johnson following. And this new
always run with the fast break.
ignited LSU.
That's what I said when she took the starters out. Kim Mulkey didn't have to say anything to her starters. She spoke all by substituting all five, and now this second unit has brought some life.
Koval with the defensive rebound. Nobody home on that pass into the lane.
Well, Fullwater was trying to save it because she tried to save the pass going out of bounds. Tried to just throw it back to the middle of the floor.
Just a few seconds remain in the first period. 22 apiece. LSU has fought back from an early deficit. Gallia will take the jumper from the free throw line. Can't get it to go. 5 seconds left in the quarter. That's rejected by Koval. Put back, comes up short. And an entertaining, energetic first quarter has come to an end. Arkansas with an early lead as it was beating LSU back down court for a variety of short shots. And right now, LSU with a new 5 on the floor has scored the 22 tie.
Do you enjoy women's and Olympic sports? The SCORE Act will support them. Here are the facts. The four
I wish we could have watched it. Only get a little bit of my queso, girl. Yeah, but I think shout out to Mulkey though. The bench is getting very valuable SEC minutes right now. You played a full first quarter almost, you know? So they came to play. Sometimes the starters want to come out chilling, getting in the vibe of the game, getting set. This is Arkansas. They haven't beat nobody, but the SEC is still the SEC. Don't think Arkansas don't want it. If you give them an inch, they will take a mile. But we'll be okay.
What the hell's going on here? Making that ugly ass face. Coach, it's the second straight year you guys get eliminated in the Elite Eight. Just give, yeah.
Was that good?
Terrible.
How many Final Fours you play in?
None.
So it's probably pretty good, huh?
Tied at 22 after the first 10 minutes here in Baton Rouge, and thanks in large part to Arkansas's three-point shooting as the Razorbacks have come out and found a shot early on from behind the big line. 8 made field goals, but half of those, 4 of 8 from behind the three-point line. That's what had Arkansas have the lead early. LSU had to fight back with the second unit 5 come in to get back into this game and tie it. But it's been a very good first 10 minutes for Arkansas.
Well, Kelsey Musick, in her first season as Arkansas head coach, still looking for the initial win in SEC play after 6 starts. And they have found points hard to come by in many of the defeats. 1 game over 500 on the season, but winless in 6 starts against SEC competition. And Victor, it's been a 14-7 run for the LSU Tigers to forge this tie at
what?
22.
Whitney, I haven't been able to watch the game
They
today.
hit the floor at the first
What's the
time out,
score
right
and how
before
much
the
time is
right
left?
after the first unit was sent to the bench.
Tennessee is
had,
number 1 in the SEC right now.
8 bench points, and at 14, they've been attacking the paint on the inside. 14 of LSU's 22 points have come from the second unit in the last 5 minutes of change of the first quarter.
And that second 5 remains on the floor as we start the second quarter. A 3-ball launched quickly from deep, misses by Jones. Here comes Fulwiley, such a versatile player. Lob down low, caught by Koval. She's kind of pushed toward the baseline and may have stepped on the inline. She did.
Just ran out of real estate. Koval wasn't able to grab it, come down, and just take it up when she tried to handle it under the basket. She was forced to the baseline.
That's the 3rd turnover for LSU. Arkansas has 3 as well. Half the shot clock to go. Dees pulls up and fires. Misses it off to the right side. And Koval collects the pass on the sideline. LSU in control as Fulwiley penetrates and now retreats.
For a team that came out shooting so well, we just talked about the three-point line. The last few three-pointers have been some clunkers for Arkansas.
Look at the strength by Johnson. She can't finish, but she works so hard on the offensive glass.
I think they call the foul underneath.
Sometimes
on
I
number
wish
3
Kate
for
would just keep
LSU.
the ball up.
That's Hines.
She don't
Hines,
need
that's
that
her
extra
second.
gather. She should just keep the ball
You know,
up.
talking about offensive rebounds, LSU in
That's the
recent
only way they be
seasons has
getting the
had
ball
some
from
great
her.
offensive rebounders. This youngster, Joyner and Hines, both of them. Joyner, the senior, Hines, Johnson, the freshman.
Inbound plays, we've seen 3 of them already with 3 different inbound plays that have been well executed by LSU.
Rodriguez somehow slings it in, falling back.
Up step and then a quick turn, quick release off that spin for Rodriguez, who now has 5 at her season average.
Williams misses the 3 after faking the Arkansas defender off her feet and out of bounds. And a foul called against the Razorbacks.
That's a shot we usually see Michaela Williams hit, especially when she's left that wide open and she's got the defender to bite on the ball fake. But it also goes to show what we've noticed all season long, and that's Grace Knox. The fight that she has underneath in the paint. Watch the ball fake. Whee! Defender goes flying by, but Michaela Williams just can't get it to fall. But there's Knox. Look how she fights backwards, leaning in to get possession and earn the fouls to go to the free throw line.
Jim Mulkey looking on. Her team has trailed throughout much of the first half. It's still 27-26 Razorbacks. Williams comes away with the rebound, which hit the floor. Fakes left, dribbles right. Kicks it over to Knox, back to Williams. Richard underneath, scoops it up and scoops it in.
And she thought about
Yeah.
picking up one dribble prior to when she hit the layup, but she saw the
And
opening.
LSU
Nobody came
takes
down
the
the
lead
baseline,
back.
and Richard took one extra dribble, able to get that layup.
LSU was there for some double team defense. Richard as well as Joyner preventing that shot. And Flau'jae Johnson apparently steps on the baseline, trying to dribble away from trouble.
Yeah, she was coming back in. She went out of bounds after the block shot, was coming back in to get possession, didn't reestablish herself on the floor.
Just over 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's been a tight game between Arkansas and LSU. Arkansas started hot, not so much lately.
Yeah, 2 of 13 from the floor. They were red hot from the three-point line, and their last 5 or 6 have been clunkers like that one. That one at least looked like it had more of a chance. They've had some shots that have been well off.
We've had 6 lead changes so far. The next one will be 7. Joyner spinning, no. A little bit too thick on the angle. And a foul on LSU.
That foul on Flau'jae Johnson. Has so many of these shots that we're used to seeing LSU make, just rolling around the rim and not getting them to fall. They're getting opportunities and they're getting looks.
We got to go back to
There
sharing
on
the
the
ball.
inside is Joyner.
We're
It
not
just rolls
passing the
out.
ball
They call
right now.
Flau'jae Johnson right there since she held her underneath on the baseline.
The second group passing way more than the first group.
Five and a half to go, second quarter. Richard gets enough hand on it to knock it into Flau'jae Johnson's possession. A spinning shot up and in, but traveling violation is called.
Flau'jae Johnson was looking to the right because she had Michaela Williams. She decided to go left to Fulwiley, but the pass was behind her. So Fulwiley had to stop and go backwards to get the ball. Then when she spun to try to get back into the layup rotation and her motion, she got called for the travel.
LSU will retain control after the miss by Arkansas. Tigers have a 28-27 lead. We've had 7 lead changes in this game. Williams dribbled it off the opponent's foot, and it's stolen by Arkansas.
Trying to back her way in and just lost the dribble.
Rodriguez hands it off, now cuts to the goal, misses the runner. Good idea, but just a little bit too hefty on the shot. Johnson spinning, reverse layup, leaves it short. Knox battling for it, falling out of bounds, and she stepped out of bounds.
We're going to call foul. We're going to get the foul on Knox over the back off of a layup that we've seen Flau'jae Johnson make 9 out of 10 times, but it's just been an offensive struggle for LSU right now, trying to find consistency. But despite all of that, 4:35 to go here in the first half, and LSU goes into the timeout with a 1-point lead over Arkansas.
Do you enjoy women's and Olympic sports? The SCORE Act
SEC statistics schedule from a standing standpoint. Now, this is coming into tonight. Tennessee leads the league with 6 wins, no losses. Vanderbilt and South Carolina also have 6 wins against 1 defeat. LSU hot on the heels of the top 3 at 5-2. Then you see Texas, Ole Miss, Alabama, and Georgia all with 4 victories, as does Oklahoma and Kentucky. And then the rest of the league with Arkansas, the only winless team so far.
Well, they certainly haven't been playing like that tonight, but for the last 5 minutes and 25 seconds, it's been a struggle for both of these teams. Here in the second quarter, LSU and Arkansas combined for 5 for 24 from the floor. Arkansas is 2 for 10. 5 of those 10 attempts have been three-pointers. They haven't hit one since the first quarter. LSU's only taken 1 3-point attempt in the second quarter, with the Lady Tigers 3 for 14. That's 21% here in the second quarter.
LSU has used 7 starting lineups this year. Now, the group that started tonight's game is the same group that has started the last 4, but it was the starting quintet tonight was certainly ineffective through the first few minutes, and the line change made a huge difference in the first quarter.
Well, brought some life to this LSU team, because the first unit was struggling defensively, couldn't find some shots. That second unit that came in, responsible for getting LSU back even after the first quarter, tied at 22.
Right now, the first and second units have been blended. Full Wiley remains in the game, and a traveling violation up top. Jenna Lawrence picked up her feet. So Richard brings it up. She's joined by Full Wiley, Williams, Johnson, and Knox.
Arkansas recognizing they've been getting beat from the inside, not so much on outside shots. Goes for zone defense. So what does LSU do? Go right back to the paint. Michaela Williams finds an opening to score.
Using her strength and positioning to score off the window. Johnson comes away with a rebound. Richard. Blaget has not been a factor offensively in this contest yet. Still plenty of time on the shot clock.
Good save by Richard. Prevent the turnover.
She'll take the jumper and nail the line drive shot from the left side.
Y'all really
She's
don't
got
understand what Jada does for this team all season.
This is LSU's
Jada.
biggest lead. Actually, LSU scored the first 6 points, or rather had a 6-point lead earlier.
Second foul on Flau'jae Johnson there, as Arkansas was driving to the lane. There's Jada Bates. Flau'jae will go to the bench for part of the remaining 3:17 here in the second quarter. Flau'jae, no points on 0-4 shooting. She does have a couple of rebounds. She has those 2 fouls.
The Tigers have scored 6 consecutive points to take the 32-27 lead. Bates at the free throw line. Not a good free throw shooter, a little over 50%.
Played 28 games off the bench last year, scoring or averaging just about 12 minutes. She had 16 Division I offers. She had offers from teams like Clemson, Alabama, Mississippi State, Miami, Florida State, Georgia. Landed herself in Fayetteville.
She's had a couple of starts this year for Arkansas. Knox snaps that pass down to Johnson. Her shot is blocked beautifully. That one rejected by Bates.
Great job by Johnson to get herself in position with a defender on her backside, and Knox noticed it. Kai Johnson just couldn't finish it. That's kind of been LSU's story here in the first half.
3:03 to play, second quarter. Tigers 32, Razorbacks 28.
And LSU holding on to a 4-point lead, even though Arkansas has not hit a field goal in the last 6 opportunities. In fact, one of 8
Play is
overall.
under review for an appeal by Arkansas. Right now, it is LSU's ball. Plays on review.
So the officials will use the Hawkeye replay system and take a look at the last play. The original ruling was LSU's possession. Arkansas will play again on February 1st against Kentucky. That's a 1 o'clock start in Fayetteville. And then Missouri will come in on February 5th.
Here's Zakiya Johnson's attempt right here. And you see
another normal night in the
off her
SEC.
fingertips. Right there.
Mississippi State takes down Tennessee 62-77.
Right there, if it comes off her fingers or
Congratulations,
not.
Mississippi State. Tennessee
I'm going to flip a
was
coin and say it's going to be
undefeated in
reversed.
the SEC.
After review, the call is confirmed. It's still White's ball. Arkansas will be charged a timeout. We did not have clear and conclusive evidence to overturn the call.
Just like I said, it's LSU's ball.
Not enough there, they said, to overturn it. It was a close one, a bang-bang play underneath.
Eric Bruton is the referee tonight. Teresa Stuck is the umpire 1. Rod Creech holds down umpire 2's position tonight. Williams bangs it home.
Right now, LSU's most efficient offense is its inbounds play. That's the 4th different set we've seen now for LSU. 2 of them have been makes, 2 of them have been close misses that rolled around, but well executed inbound plays by the Lady Tigers.
6 points for Williams. Bates is trying to do too much with the basketball and loses it. Arkansas will make a substitution. Deese will come in at the next opportunity. Johnson tried to use the glass, came up thin.
3 of 7 from the floor.
Joyner will check back in for the Tigers. That's blocked. And then falling out of bounds after a terrific effort. And getting up very, very slowly is Grace Knox.
And she went over on the help side defense to get that block and then came down to take the hit after. Look, she comes from in the lane and then hits her head on the floor right there.
That young lady is tougher than a railroad spike.
I know she's tough, but still.
Arkansas has gone 5 minutes and 2 seconds without a field goal.
Good to see that Knox is able to stay in the ballgame. It was great help side defense. Just got tangled up going down the Arkansas player and wound up couldn't support herself on the fall and hit her head on the floor.
Williams, pull-up jump shot. Bang! Got it from the key.
It's a play LSU likes to run with that high screen and roll because you have to make a decision. Do you keep defending the ball with Michaela Williams or do you fear she'll drop it on a pass to her teammate going to the lane? That time they left her open off the screen and she nailed it.
An 8-point lead for LSU. Williams with 8 points, and they've all come in this quarter. Shot clock at 2. Williams rebounds. Ahead to Fulwiley. As Jones has 10 points now. She is the leading three-point shooter. She had 33 coming in. She's got at least a couple of them tonight.
Yeah, she had 3 field goals. 2 of the 3 have been three-pointers. What a big change there. Where you could have had 2 on the breakaway layup. Fulwiley comes up short. Arkansas gets a three-pointer.
Richard leaves it short, just ahead of the buzzer. And the Tigers had opportunities to add to their lead in the final minute, but cannot do it.
Look at Marky.
So
Marky already done.
It's halftime.
Oh, Marky is not happy.
And it's 36-33. LSU holding on to a tenuous lead
How fast
against
Marky got
Arkansas.
Marky was gone. Yo, I don't know what y'all finna walk into in that. I would be scared to go in there. Man, she could be staying with a chair, a chalkboard, or you don't know what. I mean, Marky. She might not even say that word. It's like she in one of those moods. Y'all know when Marky get in that mood where she's not talking, she's not teaching. She already said what she said. If y'all don't know, y'all just don't know. Man, I bet you when we get out of there, we won't be doing them turnovers. We'll be passing the ball, getting the ball in the paint. All right. Let's see what's going on. We only up on 3 versus literally the worst team in the SEC right now. Sometimes we just be playing young. Oh, damn. This was today. Alabama beat Georgia today. Georgia just got rained. I had Georgia for that game, but Alabama got it done. Down goes Tennessee, number 15. Number 9, Michigan. Okay. I knew Florida wasn't able to do that. Damn, this one's close too. That Duke win that we have looks good because Duke has been much better in their conference. Let me see if I go. Baby Lampley. I don't know why it won't let me see the box score for Mississippi State. I was trying to see how sister did. Everybody off. It's not just Lay. It's not just Fly. It's not just nobody. We're just not playing how we usually play. And we could be. It could be Arkansas defense length. I mean, it's not like they came in with something to lose. I would go all in if I'm them too. Shit, I'm not coming in here to get completely blown out and not show myself for no respect. Yeah, we'll be fine when we come out of that half. Me seeing Kim Mulkey walk over there like that.
First half in the Maravich Center. LSU, which has won 5 consecutive games in SEC play, right now is being threatened by Arkansas 36-33. The Tigers on their own court, trying to make it 6 in a row against SEC play. Meanwhile, Arkansas is looking for its first Southeastern Conference victory. Let's look ahead 7 days. This time a week from today, LSU will be on the diamond at Tiger Park playing softball. Beth Farina joins us, head coach for 15 years. The smile on your face, the twinkle in your eyes, I know you're ready.
It's because we're undefeated still. We're on an undefeated season so far.
I was able to monitor your press conference a couple of days ago. I was struck by many things, one of which was a large number of newcomers and how you are building cohesion among that group.
Yeah, it's been fun. We've really did a good job, I think, of going out and getting some awesome pieces to this puzzle. We've been really intentional about this roster, a smaller roster, but a roster that has a lot of competitiveness, a ton of people that can contribute, and we're excited.
Did I hear you say that this may be the biggest influx of newcomers to an LSU roster?
That's what they tell me. I'm not always about the numbers, but that's what they tell me, that this is the largest amount of newcomers in program history. So, and they're going to make a name for themselves. You're going to know a lot about them very soon.
You mentioned that 3 of the newcomers may be eligible to start, might be in that starting lineup.
Yeah, I think, the 3 transfers of the 3 position players you'll see right off the bat. I think another name that's been really big is Riley Johnson. She's competing in the outfield with Alex Franklin and has just done some cool things. She's a freshman, but she's done a great job lately too. So I think there's a lot of
Well, that's the problem right there. We're 7 for 22 on layups. I mean, that's insane. That's right there is what you cannot have. 7 for 22 on layups. We're surprised we're not losing right now. Anybody else, we're losing. But wow, we got to fix that. And we only have 2 fast break points. That's not how we play. That's literally not how we play. So the layups and the fast break points, we got to fix that ASAP. But shout out to Grace because she doing her big one, 3 for 4 from the floor. 2 fast break points. Like, I literally checked. I said, huh? We are just not finishing at the rim right there. 7 for 22 is wild. We have to fix that. That's insane. And yeah, the fouls. We're not drawing no fouls. Last games, and that's how we play. We usually get to the line. We're not getting to the line. So we're missing those points that we usually get from the line, and you're missing layups. That's how we only got 36 points, which is still shocking with the numbers. My mouth literally just dropped seeing that now. Yeah, we're not drawing fouls. I don't even know what happened why we came out like that, you know? Oh, child. Scoring drought 204. We need to come out and score. They 3 for 8. We taking all these layups and missing all these layups. So we got to get better at that. That's it. Thank you. I love seeing the hearts.
Fighting Tiger halftime report from inside the Capital One studio. Let's get a check of the Republic Finance scoreboard on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Hey, Tiger fans, time now to take a look at the SEC scoreboard update presented by Republic Finance. Visit Republic Finance for all your personal loan needs. Get started today at republicfinance.com/tigers. Okay, in tonight's women's basketball action in the SEC, Texas is at Florida right now with a 20-point lead. That game has got a little under 2 minutes to go. Also, with about a minute and 40 seconds left, Texas A&M is trailing Oklahoma by, it looks like, 29.
Joni got to get out of Texas A&M.
Finals tonight so far, been a couple of 15-point games. Mississippi State went to Knoxville and knocked off Tennessee 77-62. And then Alabama traveled to Georgia and beat them by 15, 68-53. At 8 o'clock, you have South Carolina Lady Gamecocks at the Auburn Tigers. That game is at 8 o'clock on the SEC Network. And at halftime right now, your Lady Tigers are leading the Lady Hogs of Arkansas 36-33. Tomorrow, we have one more game going on at 2 o'clock p.m. Vanderbilt travels to Birmingham, actually, and takes on Ole Miss as Oxford is still iced in.
Who y'all taking in that
Tiger
game?
fans, do you think you have what it takes to be a true Caniac?
Y'all taking Vandy or Ole Miss? Yo, Chris, I literally got off of the mic like, yo, I was there because I was like, yes, I thought she was getting it back too. But that's why we always run with the fast break. Never not run with the fast break. Because if they miss, you can get the rebound and put it back. I feel like we're gonna win. I mean, I'm not really concerned about us winning. I just don't like when we come out and play like them. She just got to slow down just a little bit. I think we have 2 minutes until It comes back. Yeah, the one. They're funny to keep up with. I mean, literally catching. Thank you so much, Regina. I appreciate you. I just on here. Thank you. Not wrong. Right, right. That's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. And it's not even like they intend. It's just like a mental thing. If you don't really lock in, like you're playing whoever, then you can just come out a little how we do. Thank you much. Thank you so much, Shema. I really appreciate the donation. Thank you for your support to the channel.
Johnson had 7. Kate Koval had 5. Malaysia Fulwiley had a couple. Bella Hines had a couple. For Arkansas, Talia Jones and Bonnie Deese with 10 points apiece. Aeneas Rodriguez with 5. Robinson with 3. And Bates had 1. Arkansas 12 of 33 for 36%. LSU 17 of 47. They took 47 shots, but only made 36% of them. Arkansas 5 of 16 on threes. They average about 6 a game in league. They got 5 so far tonight. LSU was just 1 for 7. The Tigers only got to the free throw line 3 times. They were 1 for 3. Arkansas was 4 for 5. LSU cleaned up on the boards, 32-18. 15 offensive rebounds, but only led to 11 second chance points. 10 assists, 7 turnovers, LSU. So it wasn't necessarily turnovers that were a huge problem. 7 assists, 8 turnovers for Arkansas. But LSU only had 8 points off of those turnovers, a category where they usually are pretty good. LSU was just 7 of 24 in the second quarter from the floor. And some of the shooting numbers for LSU: Joyner 0 for 3, Flau'jae Johnson 0 for 4. Malaysia Fulwiley
on the court and a lot of pink in the stands in honor of Kay Yow, who was born in 1942, succumbed to breast cancer after a 22-year vigorous fight, and died in 2009.
All right,
in
y'all,
January.
let's see how we
of that
respond.
year. Kay Yow lives on with strength, with courage, with hope. She had a magnificent career as a player and a coach at North Carolina State, but even more impressive was her courage and her fight and the spirit in which she educated people about this disease. So, Kay Yow, we salute her.
First half here on the court for LSU and Arkansas. Well, the second quarter was not a lot to write home about for either one of these teams. They struggled on the floor. LSU in the second quarter shot 29%. Arkansas shot just under 27%. Michaela Williams, though, she's one of those that was a standout offense in the second quarter. Remember, she and the 5 starters got benched in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter. The second quarter, Michaela Williams started to heat up. 4 of 9 from the floor. She has 8 points. On the other side, it's Jones, who was hot early from the three-point line. She finished the first half 3 of 10, but 2 of her 3 field goals were 3-pointers. She also made 2 free throws. She's one of 2 Arkansas players with 10 points. Those are the only players in the game in double digits here in the first half.
Let's look at some numbers, Victor. Neither team shot the lights out in the first half.
No, the three-point shooting for LSU has been a struggle, but when you look deeper into the box score in the first half, LSU has outscored Arkansas in the paint 20-10. you'd like to think LSU is going to try to be more aggressive in the paint in the second half, where they have a very big advantage. They don't need to rely on the three-pointer. They can get the job done on the inside.
Well, second chance points heavily favored the Tigers as well, 11-0. Here's Koval spinning and shooting with the left hand, but can't get it to go down. So the Tigers have Johnson, Williams, Koval, and Richard on the floor right now. Richard almost makes that steal. Tigers hustle back into.
Third quarter has been the monster quarter for LSU all season long. This has been the quarter they have dominated, and when they start to pull away from opponents, even if it's somewhat close at halftime, this is when they get it done in this 10-minute span.
You've been hanging all night. I was letting you feel, but you
That's blocked by Flau'jae Johnson. Richard pulls up, takes the free throw line jumper, in and out, off the backboard as it wouldn't go down. But Koval, who's been active tonight, is fouled on the attempt for the rebound.
That's what you wanted to see Koval do, is go right back up with it. So go back to that last three-pointer. Michaela Williams is not a player you can just let her sit out there. Look, she looks to the sky like, finally, I got one to fall. Even though she had 8 points in the second quarter, the outside shot just hasn't been dropping. But Arkansas can't afford to leave number 12 sitting there wide open, able to line up a shot like that.
By the way, Koval with 9 rebounds coming off the bench tonight. (42-33) LSU. The Tigers are going to get the ball after an Arkansas turnover.
LSU dropped a little full-court press on them after Koval hit that free throw. Forced a turnover in the backcourt. This might be one of those, if LSU hits a big shot here, you might see an Arkansas timeout.
Speaking of big shots, Flau'jae Johnson with the three from deep. This has not been her best night offensively, but she's coming alive in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout right here. 8:16 to go. Third quarter action from the Maravich Center. LSU 45, Arkansas 33. And Flau'jae Johnson rips the net from deep on the right side.
Five, definitely 5.
The NBA on ESPN and ABC is happening.
Outside, man, I'm gone, never home. Yeah, you throw me out, but you kinda put it on. Diamonds always hitting, I'm like, can y'all get along? Yeah, no filter face, got it. Everything straight, got it. Everything 8, got it. Nail face, lace body. AMG's big body, I ain't even trip body. Everyone on wit body, can you get this lit doubt it? I know I'm the one they want to beat up. You know what I'm on, body natural, but it's Tito. And they know you my baby, let's just keep it on the D-Lo. And yeah, I know we cool, but it ain't much I do for free though. And yeah, we at the red light, act up. Window down, black truck, 50 feet backed up. 100 deep, packed up, dread head tacked up. Everybody strapped up, kick back, wrapped up. This new era capped up. That's so why you blowing up my phone? And I'm back outside, man, I'm gone, never home. Yeah, you throw me out, but you kinda put it on. Diamonds always hitting, I'm like, can y'all get along? Yeah, no filter face, got it. Everything straight, got it. Everything 8, got it. Nail face, lace body. AMG's big body, I ain't even trip body. Everyone on wit body, can you get this lit? Doubt it.
Can you get this lit? No. Shoot my shot and miss. No. Shoot my shot and swish. Yeah. On the best it gets. I got expensive shoes on, it costs for me to step. Lay back in the Maybach, let it drive itself. She said, D-Lo, you been counting up money all day.
You were referencing the third quarter efficiency of LSU. Just to put that in perspective, the Tigers scored 37 in the third quarter against Texas A&M. And as we look back through the history books with a quick glance, we believe that's the most points in a single quarter that LSU has ever scored. And it came in that third quarter, the one you were talking about.
Well, even when they get off to a sluggish start like they did tonight, Kim Mulkey sends a message. She sends them down to the bench, takes the starters out, sends them down in there, and they start to get the message, and then they adjust very well at halftime. Boy, when they come out of that half in the third quarter, that is when they have really put their foot down on opponents and put them away.
How many teams can go that deep, taking advantage of 7 players averaging in double figures, and another one just 1 point away in Jada Richard averaging 9. But the preponderance of depth and talent, very, very rare.
I'm just saying.
This is
I was gonna wait.
A blocking foul.
A blocking foul? Shit, wow.
Yeah, LSU in the second quarter this season has scored 525 points. They've scored
So, Michaela,
543 in the
I
third
wanna see
quarter,
you get
and
to
opponents
get
have
that.
scored
I want the
336. So
push to
they've
be that
outscored them by more than 200 in the third quarter. And in terms of a difference, the difference is actually bigger for points in the second quarter. But LSU's best scoring quarter has been the third quarter all season long.
And that's where we are right now. LSU 45, Arkansas 33. Williams grabs the rebound momentarily, but it's stripped out of her hands.
Good hands by Deese to get that steal.
And then
Arkansas
Flau'jae
turned it over.
Johnson, measuring her steps to the rim, scores, hanging in the air, carrying it a little bit longer than normal, and then scoring with a sweet, soft carom off the window.
Again, it's those made layups. We were watching those fall out on the rim in the first half, and now in the second half, driving and hang. That's what we're used to seeing Flau'jae Johnson do.
7 points for this young lady.
Look at her evaluate the defense. She tries to see where they're going to line up, where tries to hold a position, but Flau'jae realizes she has a better angle, just floats right past her and gets it up and in.
Williams is the leading scorer in the game with 11. Deese has 10 to lead Arkansas.
Flau'jae Johnson, 7 quick points here in the third quarter in the first 2.5 minutes. She had no points at the break.
Well, you can tell that this is a pretty good three-point shooter in Jones. Came in with 33 made. She's got at least 3 tonight.
They've made 7 so far in the ballgame. They're averaging just over 7, so right at their season average for made three-pointers. LSU gives up right about 7, so everything, as of right now, right on par in terms of what the stats would tell you.
Just over 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's been a productive stretch coming out of the locker room at halftime, but Richard throws that one away.
Second turnover. That's going to be an offensive foul. Clarkson was trying to set the screen and just absolutely bowled Michaela Williams standing on the top. She wasn't set. Got knocked out of the ground.
So we'll take a timeout right here. 54-39. LSU has erupted.
Now, K-Maz, you know. But yeah, y'all, not you coming in here with your PayPal link. Only my Venmo, only my Cash App, honey. Why am I seeing PayPal links? Oh, you can get up out and user and delete their comments. Whew. But anyways, y'all, what a way to turn it around. Playing like a team, defense. I don't know what Coach Mulkey had to say to us. But yeah, Kim had to get in them bad. I'm funny, y'all. Just no, not dropping links. Like word, we just dropping links in my chat. We be cracking up over here, y'all. But all right, let me play some.
held them to 20%. And one of the big igniters for LSU has been PLAY4KAY Johnson. She sat the final 4 minutes of the first quarter because of foul trouble and was 0 for 4 in the first half. But look at this move behind the back, driving the lane. The layups that weren't going into the first half have found their way into the second half. PLAY4KAY Johnson here in just the first 5 minutes of change of the third quarter. 4 for 4 after going 0 for 4 in the first half. She now has 9 points, is the second leading scorer. She is tied with Jada Richard with 9. Kai Johnson has 9. Michaela Williams leads the way with 11. But PLAY4KAY Johnson now a little more reason to smile, Lynn. She has now found her rhythm and looks much more comfortable than what we saw in the first half.
And your comments right before the third quarter started about the prowess of the Tigers this year in the third period certainly has come true here in this third quarter, and still almost 5 minutes of the quarter to go.
18-6 third quarter here with 4:45 to go.
There's a foul away from the ball, an illegal screen, evidently.
It was. They called it on Kay Johnson. LSU had a chance to lob the ball into Koval. All of Arkansas's defense was on the side of the floor by LSU's bench. Backside was wide open at 6'5". They could have thrown it up to her, just missed the opportunity.
Koval is guarding Clarkson for Arkansas. She stands 6'3". Koval at 6'5". That was fumbled around and then grabbed and put in by Clarkson. Nice reaction by the junior from Arizona.
It really was, because it just kind of fell into her lap. They're going to the basket. The ball bounced right to Clarkson's hands. She just turned around and put it up.
Kelly got her team playing. I'm not going to lie.
Arkansas trailing by 13.
There you go,
steps
Kelly.
in front of that pass. Williams waiting, pulls up, lets it fly. Too strong off the back iron. And a whistle on the rebound, and a foul called against one of the Tigers.
That's Kay Johnson. She and Koval were down there underneath the basket on the miss by Michaela Williams that time, and they called Johnson for knocking a defender on the floor for Arkansas.
Bull Wiley returns to the lineup.
I know y'all saw that leadership from PLAY4KAY right there. Z was walking back with her head down. Fly walks over, 2 hands
Williams
out.
has been
Head up,
such a mainstay in the starting lineup. Started every game but one entering this year. This is her third season in Baton Rouge.
Hey.
Deese lets it fly just ahead of the end of the third quarter.
That was fire, mama.
But the Tigers on the
I like
last
that. That was saucy.
With a little razzle-dazzle and some terrific work between the teammates. 69-50, LSU by 19, 10 minutes to go.
Checked all state
how Joyner comes around to the left. They were both side by side, but you don't want to be on the same side of the floor. So Joyner went left and goes far side. Fulweiler leaves it forward behind her to fill the lane. But it was a nice job by Joyner to know not to stay on the right side. That was the side of the ball. She goes left side. Fulweiler is able to just kind of throw it up to her, run into it, and make the easy layup as LSU outscores Arkansas 33-17 in the third quarter to pull away. Now we see Joyner smiling a little more. In fact, you see all three of them smiling. A little different look, Lynn, than what we saw there in the first half.
Oh, indeed. No question about that. So LSU by 19 after that productive third quarter. 10 minutes to play now. That drive is going to draw a foul. Michaela Williams with her second foul. Deese, the freshman from Australia. She's the second leading scorer. You know, she's only 5'9", but Victor, she averages a little over 9 rebounds a game.
She started the season scoring in the first 3 games 18 points and 9 rebounds a game. That was the most by a freshman in the country. She came out on fire to start the year for the Razorbacks.
Now, she's not been that good in SEC competition, averaging 7.7 and 5.7 rebounds. But they've certainly got something to work with in the future in Deese.
Nice block there by Jenna Lawrence, number 34, the 6'3" junior. Fulweiler driving the lane. So they were basically staying flat-footed and just blocked that shot.
Joyner was poked in the eye. And the foul called against Arkansas.
LSU once again showing that over the top on the inbounds play. And for a defense, the problem is if they start to believe LSU is going to do it, they're going to overcommit to the back, and then LSU is going to throw it right at the rim.
That was Rodriguez on the foul. Williams misses the short turnaround. Rodriguez with her second foul on that last whistle. And scored off the fingertips to make it 79-62 LSU. Deese spinning, fading, firing, leaving it short. Cobalt flat-footed rebound. Lager, no. Cobalt tries to put it back. It's blocked. Another chance, another opportunity, and finally, Grace Knox cleans it all up. Cobalt with another rebound.
Shout out Kate Koval.
Jones comes right back and adds her 5th triple of the night. Jones has matched her best three-point output this year. She had 5 3-pointers and 37 points in Arkansas's first game this year against South Dakota. She has matched that 5 3-pointers against LSU tonight and has 21 points. 15 of the 21 coming from outside. Johnson, Knox, yes, foul, free throw coming.
And one.
There's that toughness of Knox that we've talked about so often. Not afraid to battle on the inside, fight for the rebound. She grabs that one, fights through the foul, able to get it to go up and in, and then coming out of the break, she'll be able to try to make the three-point play. But Knox in the effort of the Lady Tigers now pulling away 86-65 LSU, 4:40 to go here in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, Grace been banging all night, Cliff. All night. She's been banging since she started. We went to her right off the tip. So dramatic. They literally, they be having me weak because they're so dramatic.
on this defender for Arkansas right here, because she is watching where the ball is, where Zakiya Johnson has the ball. She is going to make her way over on help side defense, and what that does is it opens it up right there for Koval. Koval is going to find her way into the paint. You'll see the pass and the easy layup as you roll it. Watch the defender leave Koval at 6'5". You can't just leave her alone, but here comes the defender. She's going to make her way over help side defense. Here comes Koval. Great job by Johnson to see her after she has two players come to her. It's wide open in the paint. That allows for the easy two. LSU has a huge point in the paint advantage, 46-20 for LSU, but that's great vision. And remember, it was the next possession. All 5 Arkansas defenders went to one side of the floor. Koval got the lob on the inside. It was another easy layup. That's where LSU's been dominant tonight, is in the paint.
By the way, and we spoke about it earlier, LSU's powerful ability to put a lot of people in double figures, averaging 7 coming into the game. They've got 6 players in double figures tonight. And Jada Richard has 9 assists tonight, Victor. That's a career best for her.
And when you talk about the 7 that are in double digits, you wouldn't think that Fulwiley's not one of them. She only has 5 points. Jada Richard, 11 points. Remember, she's coming off a game where she scored 20, 5 of 9 shooting. But look at those 9 assists with a career high, and I believe she only has 2 turnovers tonight. So 9 assists and only 2 turnovers. That's what you love to see from your point guard.
One more assist will give her a double-double in scoring and assists.
Ooh, yeah, y'all better get her one more assist.
4:40
Y'all better
to play.
finish her next
Knocks up the
assist.
free throw line.
I need it, Jada. I need it,
74% of the year.
Jada. Somebody better
What an
finish her
impact
assist,
she's
bro.
had as a new Tiger.
We need that. Right? We need that.
There's some blood on the floor. They're cleaning it up. In fact, they've got an Arkansas player being toweled on the bench. You see the effort on the floor, trying to wipe it up, use the spray to clean it up on the floor. Now they're cleaning up a little more on the other side by the Arkansas bench, too.
Who was leaking? I must have missed it. How y'all cleaning up blood with no gloves? Must have been an OSC. Her got on
officials
gloves.
out there cleaning up the floor. I didn't see where somebody got cut or hurt from bleeding. There were 4 people out there.
I
giving the
just
floor a little
say
spit
somebody
shine
got to
here.
be leaking
4:40
for
to
it
go,
to
trying
be
to clean up
everywhere
the
on the
area.
floor.
I do like the enthusiasm by the officials for doing the housekeeping, though.
All hands on deck, right? Making sure everybody's safe, getting
Yep.
clean. I think we're good to go now for that chance for the 3-point play for Knox.
This would give her 11 points.
Way in down the lane from Michaela.
Those 15 rebounds for Koval represent a season's high and a career high, I'm thinking. Johnson is called for a foul. That's her third. Koval's
We
career
do
best
play
in
Texas
rebounding
again
was
in 2
9
games. Literally this Thursday coming up. Good job,
Look at
Fla.
Jay Johnson in a 20-point game, still hustling defensively, spinning, getting inside, double team, goes down. She was fouled.
I'm not sure why Jones.
Next we play Alabama,
She
ranked Alabama, who just
touched
beat
it
Wake
forward and
Forest
backward.
tonight.
Just tried to save it like it was going out
And
of bounds.
they hit
Threw it right
threes
to
too,
Jay.
from what I know about
We set
them.
up that breakaway and the little spin move.
Alabama coach is our coach, only friend.
Everybody in the
and
lineup
coaching.
right now for LSU
She
has
really likes
scored
that coach. I
in
believe
double
her first
figures
name
tonight.
Christie at Alabama.
Flauget with 16. Zakiya Johnson with 11. Williams has 17. Koval 12, Richard 11.
And two players that average double digits aren't close tonight. Joyner's 4 points on 2 of
Please
7
do it
shooting,
for
and
Jada
Fulweiler's
Young.
5 points on 2 of 9 shooting. But again, it goes to show you, just like when LSU was in
Jada
College
needs
Station
this
against
last
Texas
assist,
A&M,
team.
Flau'jae Johnson and Michaela Williams combined for 10 points. They almost scored 100 in that ball game.
Megan Yarnovich has come into the game for the Tigers. Wearing number 15 in white. She played briefly in the first half.
Ooh. Is Jada still in? Come on, Jada. Your assist right here, Queen. Thank you, Laura. Come on, Jada. Y'all give it back to Jada for her assist, Divine. Give it back to Jada.
Good ball fake by Hines, just couldn't get the jumper to go.
Burridge has come back into the game as well for the Tigers. Wearing number 6 in white. Less than a minute to play. LSU is on the cusp of winning for the 6th consecutive time in SEC play after dropping its first 2 games. It suffered back-to-back losses to Kentucky and Vanderbilt. One here and the other one on the road. And that was the way LSU started SEC play. Since then, it's been victories against Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Florida, and now Arkansas.
And remember when we talked about the gauntlet that they started, you've got this game here and one more against a struggling Alabama team, but then you go to Texas, huge matchup. South Carolina is here on Valentine's night, nationally televised on ABC, and still you'll have at Ole Miss and then Tennessee. So still some huge challenges ahead for this LSU team just getting into the second half of the season.
The season concludes prior to postseason at Mississippi State on March 1st. So essentially, Victor, after tonight, a month and a little bit of change remaining in the regular season.
We tried.
Always
Ball
a fun
keeping
way
it,
to
ask
end
him
the
to
season
dribble
when
it
the second goes up,
out.
then you get the tournament time. Can you imagine that SEC tournament? No, the conference.
I
posted
don't
a
think
record,
Arkansas
10
should have their
teams,
head down.
10 SEC teams in the latest top 25 poll.
I
and
liked what I
5
saw
of the
from
top
a new
10
coaching
teams are
staff
SEC
and a new
teams.
team.
So half of the top 10.
Yep. 10 of the 25 in the conference. Can you imagine that and go to the SEC tournament? Ooh.
That's our ball.
LSU is the 3rd team in the SEC to score 90 or above against this Razorback team. South Carolina got 93. Missouri scored 94. And LSU with 92 tonight. And a 22-point lead. And a late timeout call here.
Well, they want to challenge. They want to look at the
LSU has decided to appeal the out of bounds. Right now, it is Arkansas's ball. The player's under review.
They ruled it Arkansas ball, and LSU wants them to take another look at it.
Who touched it last?
Just to look off the hands right there. There's 3 hands right there. 2 Arkansas hands and 1 for LSU. They're all
No,
right in the
Cliff,
same
this is
area.
low-key one of the funniest tracks on YouTube. We be in here cracking up.
The
Oh,
original
Jada,
call
we
went
wanted
Arkansas's way, did it not?
Dang, only 13.5 seconds left. I just need JD to get 1 assist.
So we're waiting to see who's got possession for the final 13 and a half seconds.
Here comes the announcement.
After review, the call will be overturned. LSU has a successful appeal. LSU will keep their timeout. It'll be LSU ball on the baseline.
Hallelujah.
So you get to keep your timeout. Bring that with you to the post-game meeting.
Bring it with you to the post game. It's funny.
13 and a half seconds
Overturn.
Kim Mulkey's team is down 4 or 5 points. She's not happy with the way they're playing. She did a full line change. Second 5 came in. Remember, that's the unit that got the game even at the end of the first quarter, 22-22. Then the starters started to pick things up, and in the third quarter, they put it away.
Good game.
So
Mom
the
people
final score,
call me.
LSU
You're
wins
getting
it
that portable.
as it puts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in double figures.
Thank you, Nika.
For the 92-70 win over the Arkansas Razorbacks. We thank you for joining us. As LSU wins again. For Victor Howell, I'm Len Rollins.
Yeah, number one, she wasn't bad. Number one wasn't bad. All right, well, I guess that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday night. I will see you guys on February 1st. We play at 11 a.m. versus Alabama at home. And then Thursday, baby, we facing Texas at Texas. So if y'all are going to that game, make sure you be loud. It's always my pleasure streaming. Thank you guys so much for your support today. If you became a member, if you super chatted, sent something on Cash App, thank you so much. Before you leave, hit the like button. If you're watching on Twitter, please subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube. Give your girl some love. Thank you guys. Have a great night. WLSU, we get the win. There's 6 wins in a row for us now since dropping 0-2 to start. So love to see it. And all right, y'all. Good night. See you Sunday at 11 a.m. Bye.